So Michele Bachmann has decided to retire. Apparently, she sent out an email blast at 3 a.m. last night announcing her retirement. And then she posted today a video, a message from Michele Bachmann. It is about 8 minutes of full-on craziness, but let's just play some of it, and so that we can go through through this, because it is really a nice palate cleanser after what we've been through. All right, here it is.
My good friends, after a great deal of thought and deliberation, I have decided next year I will not seek a 5th congressional term to represent the wonderful people of the 6th District of Minnesota. After serious consideration, I am confident that this is the right decision. For some, a single 2-year House term is enough service. For others, 10 terms or 2 decades in the House is still not enough service. Our Constitution allows for the decision of length of service in Congress to be determined by the Congress people themselves or by the voters in the district. However, the law limits anyone from serving as President of the United States for more than 8 years. And in my opinion, well, 8 years is also long enough for an individual to serve as a representative for a specific congressional district.
There she is. There she is, taking us, winding through one of the most sort of Byzantine sort of like explanations. I serve in Congress, which has 2 houses. One of them is the Senate. The other is known as the House. House starts with an H. Also, which starts with an H is the word hello. The opposite of hello is goodbye. And I am saying goodbye. That's why. But now you'll understand why she had to wrap herself into pretzels to explain why she was leaving, because it's not.
Be assured, my decision was not in any way influenced by any concerns about my being reelected to Congress. I've always...
There you go! It's not because of the polling that shows. It's not because Credo's about to start to mobilize workers in my district. It's none of those reasons. It's the reason I said before, because of the way that the Constitution allows for 2-year things, but for president it's 4, and I have decided to adopt that standard because that's not arbitrary. That exists. In fact, the number 8 exists, which is how many years I have been in the Congress, and that's why I'm leaving now. It's not because I'm going to lose, and it's certainly not because of other reasons.
Candidates who are capable, qualified, and well-funded. And I have every confidence that if I ran, I would again defeat the individual who I defeated last year, who recently announced that he is once again running. And
now, of course, I would beat him again, but that rule about that doesn't apply to Congress people, but I have decided to adopt because of the letter H, like I said earlier, and the number 8, which go together, and I want to make it very clear. It's not only not because I think I can't win.
Rest assured, this decision was not impacted in any way by the recent inquiries into the activities of my former presidential campaign or my former presidential staff. It was clearly understood that compliance with all rules and regulations was an absolute necessity for my presidential campaign, and I have no reason to believe that that was not the case. Last year, after I ran for president, I gave consideration to not run.
There you go. So it's not because she's going to lose, and it's not because of all the ethics violations that they think, whoever they are, as I have total confidence. In fact, swell the music. I have so much confidence that I would not be found to have done anything unethical. All right, now we gotta skip up to this part because...
Over the next 18 months, I will continue to work 100-hour weeks, and I will continue to do everything that I can to advance our conservative constitutional principles.
Wait, whoa. She's working 100-hour weeks? So that's about what, like 14 and a half hours a day? 7 days a week? Man! When do you have time to spend any time with your family? Huh. Weird, too, that wasn't mentioned as a reason.
That have served as the bedrock for who we are as a nation. And I will continue to work vehemently and robustly to fight back against what most in the other party want to.
Work vehemently and robustly? let's 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 just, let's let's just see what she's talking about 20 minutes later.
20 minutes
Businesses
later.
must now endure since the enactment of Dodd-Frank legislation. I've called out the Muslim jihad terrorists for who they are and for the evil that they perpetrate upon our people. And I've demanded that this administration never, under any circumstances, subordinates our national security for the administration's weak version of political correctness. I've identified at the outset of the so-called Arab Spring this administration's foreign policy blunders and how those blunders have
just skip
contributed.
a little bit more.
It is full, it is limitless, and my passions for America will remain. And I want you to be assured that there is no future option or opportunity, be it directly in the political arena or otherwise, that I won't be giving serious consideration if...
Phew! Oh, thank you for that reassurance. Oh, I have to thank. It would have been so horrible for her not to tell us that.
it can help save and protect our great nation for future generations. I fully anticipate the mainstream liberal media to put a detrimental spin on my decision not to seek a fifth term.
Detrimental spin delivered.
Since I was first elected to Congress many years ago, they always seem to attempt to find a dishonest way to disparage me. But I take being the focus of
Well, to be fair, all I did was play her words.
their attention and disparagement as a true compliment of my public service effectiveness. To my many good friends and supporters, I will continue to fight for public policy that is first and foremost in the best interests of the citizens of the United States at large. To my detractors, my work continues for your best interests as well. I especially want to thank my wonderful husband, Marcus, for 35 terrific years. Our
This is where she announces that she's also going to break up with him.
5 children, our 23 foster children, my family, you, my loyal supporters, and all the people in the 6th Congressional District.
Oh, God, I can't even. She goes on for another minute after that. There you have it. Well, Michele Bachmann, thank God, and I do mean God, that you will be working 100-hour work weeks for the next couple of years so that we can at least have a couple more videos.